Hey YouTube, so today we're going to be cleaning out the air filter on the Kawasaki Ninja 650R 2007. There weren't too many videos on YouTube, so I figure I'd do one myself. So the first thing I did was I took off the seat, and then I loosened these two bolts over here. These are 10mm bolts with a socket wrench, and I'm going to take a screwdriver and take off these two screws here and remove these panels. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Alright, so after you've removed these bolts here and the screws, you go ahead and stick your hand underneath this panel, and all you do is just kind of pop it off. I've already loosened it previously to make it easier on myself, but just get in from different sides and just kind of wiggle it off. It should come right off. Just like that. So you see that there's these plastic inserts that go into these holes. So just pop it off. Okay, so after removing the side panels, you can see that I've lifted up the tank and I've stuck a 3-inch piece of wood between the tank and the frame. And the purpose of that is to access these electrical lines and fuel line that we have to disconnect, and some of these lines here, so that we can disconnect the tank from the rest of the bike. And also I'm going to remove this bracket over here to give myself a little bit more working room. Okay, so there's a total of 5 lines you have to disconnect. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And these you can just take off with some needle nose pliers. And this one, there's a tab here. You want to push back on this tab and it comes off. And this fuel line, you just slide this red tab back and this whole line comes off. Slide it back. And I've noticed that with this electrical line here, it's much easier to get some more slack if you remove this tab that used to be in this spot right here. So just go ahead and take it off and you get a lot more room to work with. Also, before you remove your tank, find yourself a cardboard box, and you want to set your tank on top of this cardboard box like this. And it's just a very stable way to set your tank so you don't have to worry about the fuel pump sitting on the ground. So try that out. Alright, so we're almost there. Here's our air box. I loosened up this screw here. Take this off. Then you take this tube here, slide it back, turn it around. Then here's your air filter. It's just going to slide right out. It's hard to do this with one hand, but comes right out here like this. And there you have it. And this is absolutely disgusting. So I'm going to be cleaning this up. So here's the air filter. You can see there's an external side where the unfiltered air goes through, and it exits this engine side and it goes into the engine. So before you can remove the filter, you have to remove this plastic frame, and I've already done half of it. You just kind of get your fingers under there and pop it off. Okay, and after you do that, you can remove the filter. Okay, so now that I've taken off the frame, I can easily remove the filter. I'm going to take it over to the faucet, and I'm going to run water through the engine side out to the external side to remove most of the debris before I put it into a bucket of detergent. So I'll go ahead and do that. Alright, so here you can see my filter in the detergent water. And even after a really thorough rinse, you can see that the water is essentially black now, with tons of dirt and grime and all the stuff that you don't want in an engine. So make sure you give your filter a good rinse and put in some detergent. And after you wash this several times, let it thoroughly dry. Alright, now that the filter is clean and dry, you can go ahead and get some new engine oil and just kind of put some on there. Try to get it saturated. Probably need more than that. Just get it in there. Get it in there. Just get it saturated. And then you're going to want to squeeze out the excess. It's going to be a lot. Just squeeze out the excess. I put way too much. This oil is going to help trap all the dirt particles So, and after you squeeze it all out, get most of it out, and then you can just put it back into your filter, and you can snap the frame back on. And after doing that, that's pretty much all there is to it. Snap it back on and put it back in your bike in reverse order, and you're ready to go. Hope this video was helpful. Thanks a lot.